welcome back to the bike, everybody. You join me today on a little scoot. It's quite early. Well, it's quite early for me. It's 9:40. We're actually flying back to Birmingham tonight for a quick overnight because tomorrow morning Megan's got an MRI scan. So we're flying back quickly for that, and then back. But Megs is just in bed sleeping, so I thought I would take the opportunity to see a couple of the Game of Thrones locations here in Northern Ireland. I'll put a picture up on the screen, as so much of it was shot here, location-wise, and obviously the studio scenes. So today I'm going to go to Ballantoy Harbour, which is the scene of the Iron Islands, the Iron Islands Harbour. Oh God, how difficult is that to say? The Iron Islands Harbour. Let's get past this. And then I'm going to go down to the Dark Hedges, which is quite a famous location. I don't think it appears that often in the series, but it's the road to King's Landing in the series. So I'm going to pop to those two. It's lovely weather. It was raining all night. As you can see, my bike is drenched, but hopefully it'll get dry. And I might pop into Bushmills, as in the famous whiskey town, on the way home for a coffee and a sarnie. Let's head off. See that on the right there? That kind of big hill, mountainy thing. That's Slemish. I've climbed that a couple of times. The geology is absolutely fascinating. It's an old, we're talking millions of years ago, an old volcano, and that is the plug, they call it. So that's the centre of the volcano, which is obviously different rock because of the way the magma has cooled. And what's happened is the outside bit of the volcano has eroded and weathered away over millions of years, and all that's left is actually the centre, which I find absolutely fascinating. Because you can't really imagine a volcano going off in Northern Ireland. So there's Slemish again. Meg and I climbed it in the snow once. Stunning place. So we're coming into Ballantoy now, and look at this. Look at this. I need to find my way to the harbour because I think the sat-nav is programmed just for the village. So, Ballantoy Harbour. Absolutely beautiful place. If I could have a little residential studio just here, that would be my life's dream. at that. I mean, in there, can you imagine? Oh yeah, look at that. And here is the harbour, as seen on Game of Thrones. Need to find a place for a great picture, I think. The cafe's open. Look at that. Let's park here. I didn't think the cafe'd be open. What an absolute result. Just as the fuel lights come on as well. Oh, picture time. I mean, look at this. I just had a ham and cheese croissant, lovely, and a cup of tea. And they don't take card. And I thought, got no cash, I've got no cash. How much is it? It was £7.20, and believe it or not, that is all I had at the bottom of my hip bag. £7.20. So that was a result. Universe shining down there. Not hit any pedestrians. This is going to be sort of a miniature version of what the Hard Knock Pass is going to be like, I think. Lots of tight, twisty, high incline corners. I mean, look at that. Breathtaking. Hopefully, I can get a bit of phone signal when we get back up the top here, and I can find out where I'm going. Slave to technology. As I said, it absolutely hammered all day yesterday, and then I woke up this morning, sun shining through the window. I thought, do you know what, today's the day. So here we are. This is the Dark Hedges. What a stunning bit of road. A lot of the trees were blown over in a very bad storm they had a couple of years ago. Made the news because obviously this is a very popular tourist attraction after the whole Game of Thrones vibe. But yeah, it suffered quite a bit of storm damage, and you can see they've had to cut a few down here because it used to be solid all the way down. It's a wonderful spot. You can only imagine what the view must be like from that house, that top window. Absolutely stunning. Right, I think it's time to go to Bushmills, get a peppermint tea, get some petrol, and then get prepared for the 30 or so miles home. we're just coming into Bushmills. We're a mile and a half away. Bushmills being obviously where they distill the whiskey, Bushmills, which is my favourite Irish whiskey actually. Even the standard one, obviously they do the sort of boutique ones, there's Black Bush and there's all the sort of super kind of single malt variants and things, but actually as a bog standard, get anywhere, go to whiskey that's, you know, that's good and reasonable, Bushmills is always my choice. So we go into the town where it's made. I won't be having a Bushmills unfortunately because there's no combination that works worse than alcohol and motorcycling, I think, but I will get a cup of tea. It's one of these Irish villages that's very popular with American tourists. Obviously Bushmills is relatively popular in America. So this is one of those kind of golf resorty, small coastal towns that definitely has a lot of American tourism. That's the Bushmills plant there, the distillery. There we go, the old distillery. Beautiful. And if my memory serves me rightly, there's a lovely pub owned by the distillery here. Where I can park up, get a seat and get a cup of tea. It's down here on the right, I believe, if my memory serves me right. Because I would usually come from that way if coming from Ballyclare. Oh, hello everyone. Oh. Somebody just... Oh, and you're going there, brilliant. Deary me. There's the Bushmills Inn. Is it down here on the right? Am I going mad? Maybe I have gone mad. Maybe, I don't know. I balls that, haven't I? Right, I'm going to turn around and go to the old distillery. Right, let's give this another go, shall we? Is it? No, it's not in there. Let's just go to the old distillery. Can't go far wrong with that, I don't think. Worst case scenario, Lily's coffee and sandwiches would probably work well, wouldn't it? Okay, the old distillery. Let's give this a go. Are these guys on a BMW? Yeah. Right. So that's Bushmills, and now I'm going to head home. I think via Doak, via the family bar, because I will get a tea there. That's what I'm going to do. It's about 40 miles away. That's the long sweeping there. It's about 40 miles away. So I'll get cracking. 43 miles away. So that was Bushmills. Now, 43 miles back home. Thanks ever so much for joining me on the bike again. For me, it doesn't get much better riding than this. When the day's like this, the Irish coast, wonderful. See you on the next one.